Is the stream on? You guys hear me? Is the stream not live? Can you guys not hear me? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? Is the stream live? Do I need to restart everything? Okay, if no one can hear me, if you guys if stream's not live, I'm gonna restart everything. If you can hear me, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna shut the stream down and restart everything. Does that mean you can hear me, or are you just saying hi? I can't tell if the stream's broken or not. Okay, cool. Thank you. Well, that saves me the headache of having to restart everything. And here, awesome. I can hear you too. Why are you breathing so heavily? Notice my headset rattles when that like really heavy bass sets in. My character needs a haircut. It's okay, you can go back to lurking. I just wanted to make sure the stream was working. Thanks for letting me know. I like how to make an improvised whetstone, the dude just rubs 2 rocks together. Uh-oh. I'm taking my sweatshirt off. Hold on. Trying to sharpen my knife. I like how he pulls out a kitchen knife when he's sharpening his hatchet. Where are these zombies even coming from? What's better? RimWorld or Zomboid? Better in what way? I think RimWorld at the moment has more replayability. But Project Zomboid's still in development, so it's kind of unfair to compare. What's more fun? Depends on the day. It's a minorly infected laceration. Don't mind that. What do you think is better? That's the more important question. They're coming back from respawns? Why would you say that? What makes you think that? Has it been out for like 15 years or something like that? It's been in early access for a very long time, yeah. Probably more like 10 years? But yeah, really long time. So by default, respawns are turned off for apocalypse mode now. So unless you purposely turn respawns back on, you don't get respawns. But yeah, more fun. Like that's such a hard, that's a really, really difficult question to answer because it entirely depends on the day. I feel like sometimes it's a little harder to get into a Project Zomboid run, but once you're started, it's really, really fun. Whereas RimWorld can be the opposite, where it's really easy to get into a run, but then the further you get in, the more stale it gets. I have way more hours than RimWorld, but that's just because there's more replayability. Project Zomboid's missing a few key features that will be added in the future, like NPCs. NPCs, I think, will add a lot of replayability to the game. I just want to put this door on the front, but it doesn't work like that. I do need some food. I better at least get rid of this exertion, then we'll go look for food. To be fair though, RimWorld and Project Zomboid are drastically different games, so it's kind of hard to compare. Project Zomboid has really fun multiplayer, though. I've never played RimWorld multiplayer. At least in Project Zomboid, I can get people from Twitch to come play with me, but with RimWorld, I don't really know anyone who I'd want to play multiplayer with. I tried to get my nephew into playing RimWorld so we could play multiplayer, but he played for all of 6 minutes and then uninstalled and never played again. Not his thing. Okay, note to self, be a little more careful going around the fence quarters. But it's kind of hard to play the exact same game over and over and over and over for thousands and thousands and thousands of hours, wouldn't you agree? Can you still control speed of time in RimWorld multiplayer? I think so. I haven't tried it myself, but it's my understanding that both players can change the speed and both players can pause. Maybe somebody who's actually tried it can comment on that, but I think you can. Silver necklace with crucifix. Sells for big money on the open market. In 1993, silver prices were probably not very high, though, so... You bought Project Zomboid a while ago, but you never really started playing it. So, when I first got Project Zomboid, I had the exact same experience. I think it sat in my library for maybe 2 years before I finally gave it. I tried it twice, and it just didn't really click. And it wasn't until like 2019, weirdly enough, it was when COVID had struck, and we were like, I don't know, 6 months, maybe a year into COVID. So I guess probably was closer to 2020 at that point, but... So yeah, like around 2020, I finally installed it when I wasn't feeling well, and just kind of played it through the sickness. And man, I got hooked. You just got to get past that initial learning curve. You bought Project Zomboid before Cars were added to the game? Me too. I remember playing the patch. So I bought it before Cars were added, but I didn't really play it much before Cars were added. I remember playing... When the patch for Cars came out, I remember playing it on stream for about 20 minutes. And then I was done. I just didn't feel like playing. That was back before the graphics changed, when all the graphics were different. Have you ever seen a screenshot or a video of the game in its initial state? Like how different the graphics were back then? That was even way before I started playing. So I need to go out and get food, but I'm kind of in a tricky position here. My character's in a ton of pain. So he can't exactly fight very well. Man, he's completely covered in blood. Can you cut your hair with a cleaver? I think a zombie just came in. Oh my god. They're all so angry. Was that fun, Donnie? That sounds like a good time. We just wanna shave his head. Oh, he's got scissors, never mind. Okay, there you go. Looking good. The goatee's a little... I don't like goatees personally. No offense to you guys if you have a goatee. It's not my thing. See, the difference between RimWorld's learning curve and Project Zomboid's learning curve is that RimWorld, you can start playing, have no idea what you're doing, and still regress. You can still play. Did you shave with that cleaver? No, I use scissors. It's just grab a chunk and... With RimWorld, you can start a game, you can just kind of blunder your way through and still progress. You'll die, but you can still play the game. Project Zomboid is tough because it's hard to get past the first like hour of gameplay. You'll die and then you have to restart. And it can be frustrating. You cannot win Project Zomboid. It is literally a game about the story of how you die. Every single run ends in death. So it is just a game about seeing how long you can survive for. You will always lose. You'll always die. There's no escape. There's no victory. It is literally just about doing a little bit better each time you play. And trying to beat your record. Cockroach. Not that hungry. Actually, getting there. Oh, we can make a bone stew. You got yourself a stew. Yeah, the game is very lethal. So in Project Zomboid, you can die from just a scratch. One hit can kill you. I forgot they added that. That's pretty cool. I gotta remember to use that. Oh, I need food and I can't get any. Don't they have storytellers like that, Aces? Like Winston Waves or whatever that just keeps punishing you over and over again? I'm not very well versed in modded storytellers, so I don't know all the details, but maybe I can get into that house. There's a lot of zombies. You know what's really weird? Wearing skinny jeans in a zombie apocalypse. Is that unusual to anyone else or just me? Actually, you know what's... I feel weird when I see somebody in skinny jeans in real life now. Like, unless you're like a teenager. But teenagers don't wear skinny jeans anymore, do they? Hasn't that fad kind of died down? I don't know much about fashion, so... I'm more of a sweatpants and t-shirt kind of person. Man, I do think I looted this house now that I'm in here. Oh wait, there's cereal and milk. I need that. A fillet knife? Oh, that gold. No, the cereal! God damn it, I need this all! Awesome. Well, that'll help me a little bit. Wait, don't you actually eat the cereal with a spoon if you have a spoon in your inventory? Oh, sugar. Sugar. Name the song. Painkillers and... I don't need beta blockers, but I definitely need painkillers. Suited and booted. I don't know why it's funny to me. Suited and zooted.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang!
Fashion is cyclical. And I'm a trendsetter. First I don't shave half my face, then next week neither is Gwen Stefani.
I like... First of all, thank you very much for the resub, man. Second of all, I like the implication now that people will remember the woman Gwen Stefani, but does anyone remember who the band, like her bandmates were? Like, do you know any of their names? So I love the implication that, like, actually it was actually Gwen Stefani who doesn't shave her face. Good reference, though. First of all, I think Jeff would wear skinny jeans. Second of all, are you suited and booted with this? Wasn't her brother one? I have no idea who was in that band. I have absolutely no clue who was in Gwen Stefani, besides Gwen Stefani. She was cute, though. Probably still is, but she was cute. Oh. Was that the name of the band? I guess I thought it was Gwen Stefani. No, you're right. It was called No Doubt. That's my bad. That's my bad. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. My memory failed me. I really thought it was called Gwen Stefani. But no, that's her name. No, you're... I guess I had my doubts. If you know what I mean. Let's eat an apple. You know what they say about apples? Honestly, I don't remember anyone that was in that band. Besides Gwen Stefani. Didn't even remember the name of the band. Thanks again for resubbing, though. I do really appreciate that. Was her guitarist the one that Tothis just mentioned? I feel like I should stay at Hungry for now. Am I dying? Maybe. Probably not. Requires a razor or scissors. Oh, my scissors are in here. Shave off that ridiculous goatee. Wait, so she dated the guitarist and was married to the bassist? God damn. Hey, no judgment. Oh, okay, okay. I was gonna say. Yeah, but they must have been making pretty good money at that point. Dean Pelton would be like a pacifist run, where you just always run from the zombies. He wouldn't be bald and he wouldn't be bald and shaved. He'd be dressed up as a member of... Who was he dressed up as in that episode? In the Halloween episode? Was it a member of ABBA? I wouldn't have been able to guess who he was dressed up as. But I like the idea of just having ABBA's greatest hits playing in the background the entire time. And then get DMCA striked. DMCA struck? DMCA stroked. No, that can't be right. No, he'd have to get rid of that ridiculous goatee. It's weird that you can't wear your backpack from your equipped hand anymore. Okay, off we go. On another adventure. Where will it take us? Well, probably into the mouth of a zombie, but you know how these things go. I'm gonna leave my cereal here in the refrigerator. Do you guys keep your boxes of cereal in the refrigerator? That's where I keep mine. Wait, what the hell? I had 2 bowls of cereal? Weird. You keep using the freezer. Good thinking. I know a lot of people put bananas in their cereal, but have you ever put frozen bananas in your cereal? Like sliced frozen bananas? It's pretty good. I don't really eat cereal though, so don't do it very often, but do you have a lot of rats where you live? Yeah, it's basically all sugar these days, yeah. I switched over to oatmeal a long time ago. But then I add back the sugar in the good form. Maple syrup. That good sugar. Yeah, maybe, and peanut butter, which also has sugar in it. Not really doing myself any favors. I don't think I've ever had grits before. What's the difference between grits and oatmeal? Oh, we got that maintenance skill. That'll help a little bit. I don't remember if maintenance helps with sharpness, but I think it does. Grits are corn, first off. Okay. Is it dried corn? I've never had grits before. I know almost nothing about it besides the word. I know it's a southern thing. I know you have to speak with a southern drawl while you're eating them. I know those are the rules. But that's all I know. Is it like dried corn? Like cornmeal? Well, maintenance definitely makes it take longer for the condition to go down, so every time you attack, there's a % chance based on the item and your maintenance and your weapon skill or you know, item skill for the condition to go down. But what I'm curious about, does it also affect the sharpness? I can't remember. I think it does. Because sharpness is new. I think it does. Yeah, but is grits made with cornmeal or dried corn? That's the question. Do you grind up the corn and then mix it? Or do you... It's got to be dried, ground up, right? If it was just dried corn, you'd have basically just have corn, rehydrated corn, and that would not be very appealing for breakfast, I would think. going on with this number down here? Why is this so long? What is this? I think I'll stick to oatmeal. I don't know. Do you do sweet or savory grits? That seems like more of a savory thing. I'd like to disassemble like one of these fences over here so I can get into the back of this a little bit easier, but I don't think I need hemp. Not right now, at least. Well, the version number is here, 42.16.2. That's the version number. But I get your joke. That's funny. This next to it, I don't know what the fuck that is. They do a lot of reiterating. They're currently on their 400 trillionth reiteration of this build. I need some berries or something. Actually, I can't get berries because I wouldn't know if they're poisonous or not. That sucks. So, let's go loot more houses for food. I need new weapons, too. I'm in really bad shape for weapons. My God, did you hear that guy screaming in the background? I just want you guys to know that I resisted the urge to make a I'll have what she's having joke. I hope you're proud of me. It would have been a I'll have what he's having joke, but still, I resisted. I hope you're proud of me. Hey, speaking of community, there's some horn-rimmed glasses here. No, NPCs are the next big patch. So this is build 42, which is like the crafting system and animals, like the framework for NPCs. And oh shit, I can't get this corpse. Build 43 is supposed to be the beginning of NPCs. Or maybe it's build 44 for NPCs? I don't know. The NPCs are still a ways off is the moral of the story. Yeah, 2030 is probably a reasonable estimate. I know that sounds like kind of a joke guess, but no, that's probably about right, yeah. Because it'll probably be another year or two until this hits stable. Unless they pick up their development process. And then this will be unstable for, I imagine, a year or two. Yeah, so I think 2030 is probably a pretty reasonable estimate. Isn't that true only if you don't have prone to illness or weak stomach, that is? No, I think a berry would kill me. There are some berries that you can always eat safely. Can't you eat a quarter of it? I don't know if that's true with weak stomach. Maybe. Did you get any XP for crafting burlap? Oh, requires a loom. Jesus Christ, okay. Well, I don't have a loom, and I don't plan to have a loom anytime soon. I think the better question is, which are you going to be able to play first? GTA 6 or Build 43? Isn't GTA 6 going to be console only for a little bit? Who the hell wants to play that on console? Got a little school child's backpack. Do you guys own consoles? I haven't had a console in years. I bought a PS4 to stream Bloodborne, and then I think I played like 3 games on it and then never touched it again. Gave it to my nephew. I'm not very excited for Elder Scrolls 6. I don't know. I don't have much faith in Bethesda anymore. This zombie is just dead to the world. Literally. And figuratively. Canned mushroom soup. I need that. Wait, why is my inventory off? What's going on? The difference between extremely rare loot and insanely rare loot is pretty significant. Well, my character's lost a few units. Units of what? Oh my god. Hey, Laura. How are you today? Oh my god, that other one came out of nowhere. How you doing today? Feeling like hot garbage. That sucks, man. You take medication for allergies? Man, this thing is in terrible shape. I don't want to go check in the shed, but quite a few zombies to get through. Maybe you should see a what do they call a doctor that specializes in allergies? You should see one. Or you go get the stabs in your back or whatever the fuck. And that makes it sound worse than it is, but you know what I mean. I had to get one of those when I was a child. Luckily, all my allergies went away. I'm not allergic to anything anymore. I was allergic to all sorts of things when I was a kid, but not anymore. I got lucky. The idea of using this as a weapon is hilarious to me. Dude, talk about exertion. You should get strength while using a barbell as a weapon. Alright, that's enough of that. Is that true? Like every time you swing? I need to rest. So tired, boss. So tired. Is there a hole in my backpack? What the fuck? You guys see that? Am I losing stuff? I didn't know you could get a hole in your backpack. What the hell? What does condition on a backpack do? I never knew that was a thing. You can't inspect it to see if there's a hole, can you? Mine has a hole in it. You can see right through to my shirt. I don't know what that does, though. Wouldn't that be crazy if you could drop stuff out of it? Still losing weight, that's good. Should probably get rid of this muscle strain. I have some painkillers, I guess that would help. They added a loop to the game, and somebody said that you get faster research speed with the loop now. I'm playing with Veteran. I want to try out the new discomfort immunity. I have basically no weapons left. I got a little bit of condition, or a little bit of condition left on my meat cleaver. And a teeny tiny bit of condition left on my hatchet. Could potentially put the hatchet on, or the hatchet head on a new handle, but the head condition's already pretty goddamn low. So I'm gonna need a new weapon. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye out to see if I drop any items. I've never seen a hole in a backpack before. I wonder if it's just visual. It didn't have a hole a minute ago, though, I don't think. Do I have really any loot that I need to leave behind? I guess I could leave my books behind for now. Here, put them in the bottom one. My hemp. Let's put the sugar in here. You can't... Hey, can I not craft a bowl of cereal? Oh, you gotta put the milk in the bowl first. Look, I don't have any problem with people pouring milk first, but to force you to do it, I don't know how I feel about that. That's weird. Can I put extra sugar? No, you can't put extra sugar in your cereal. That's all I've got. I got a box of cereal. Why am I so tired? Not anymore. I'm in a lot of pain. My character was swinging a barbell. It's not a bloodstain. And the condition is down. It's like a 2/3 condition. Here, I'll wash. Here, wash in the toilet like a man. Oh, that's clothing, not containers. Oh well. Who doesn't wash their shoes in the toilet? Yeah, see? You can see his arm through it. You see? It's just a hole straight through the backpack. It must be new. I've never seen that before. I don't need to bring the... Here, we can drop some other stuff off. I don't need to bring the glue. The loop should be able to go on your keychain, if you ask me, but... I have one that goes on your keychain. I don't put it on my keychain, because then you'd have to use it on your keychain. That'd be a pain in the ass, but... Yeah, you see it now? Gotta carry my trusty spoon on me. Alright, let's go get more food. That's what we need. I got one can. One can of mushroom soup. I'm okay losing weight. Yeah, it's that red right there. Yeah, I don't mind losing weight, but we don't want to keep let our hunger keep going too high. I kind of miss collecting all the clothing for shortening. I haven't made it very far down the street yet. Yeah, but here, this'll be easier. Oh, I thought he would be shirtless. How would you feel coming across an adult man in tight, like tight skinny jeans, skin-tight skinny jeans, a children's school bag, and no shirt on? How would that make you feel? Let me go check the shed. I need food, but I also need a new weapon. That's actually how Tothis goes to work every single day. No, before. Hey! It's kind of fucked up, though. I guess I'll grab it. It'll work. Dude's got way too many sharp blades. Oh, they're a little dull, but sharp enough to cut himself. He's got way too many sharp blades just on his person. No sheath. Just hanging out. When he puts his arm down to his side, he's cutting himself for sure. You'd ignore them? You wouldn't even give them a glance? Side eye? Just do you forget they exist? You wouldn't say, I like your style? You wouldn't be like, hey, I like your outfit. Oh, and that's the end of that. That did not last long. Getting exerted. Just finish off this last zombie and then rest. Oh, there is a rod, it looks like. That would work as a weapon. Iron pipe. I'll take it. Oh, hey, a generator. A couple planks. Bolt cutters. Bolt cutters work as a weapon. Aren't they really heavy, though? Dude's gonna be exerted after 2 swings. You mean that as a player I'm brave or the character's brave? I'm not sure which one you mean. Eventually I am going to be wearing armored stuff, not because I feel like I need it, but just because I'm trying to test out the discomfort immunity. There's some pieces of armor that are really worth wearing, like the neck armor is good. But usually I don't bother with armor. Clothing is more for style. Research a pipe. Man, I really do not want to use bolt cutters as a weapon. Well, don't get scratched or lacerated too, but yeah, your point stands. I spawned in Muldrow. Muldrow. Some people think it's pronounced Muldrow. No, Muldrow. Always use red bandages. That way you don't know if you're bleeding. Oh, I am using a spoon. What happens if you don't use the spoon? Did you just put the bowl up to his mouth? Oh, well, it's empty now, so it doesn't matter, but... Moldraff? That doesn't sound right, but... I don't know enough about mold drafting to dispute it. Alright, I am getting drowsy. Probably head back in. My character has very, 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 very low fitness. He has fitness level 1. So he's not very good at sustained fight, sustained combat. I don't know if there's a fork animation. And if there is, I don't think it would work for super cereal. Maybe for a salad? I don't know. Works on salads and roasts. Oh, cool. Alright. Ah! Oh, hello. Can you be damaged moving through hedges? No, I don't think the hedges can cause like scratches like trees or hedges can. I might be wrong on that though. I don't think you can. Honestly though, I'm not entirely sure now that I'm really thinking about it. Alright, could you zombies chill the fuck out? Let's go hide. Too tired. Too exerted. Just want to chill and watch TV. Just want this whole thing to end. Not life, but the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
I guess I should speed up time while we're resting. Is that him breathing? Look at him vibrate. I think the hedges can hurt you. You think so? It does give you kind of the same animation as walking through a bush. Oh, it's behind the TV. Like, where the fuck did my backpack go? Yeah, maybe. I don't think I've ever gotten scratched walking through a hedge, but... it's pretty rare to begin with, and I guess I don't walk through hedges all that much. I don't think your clothing or gear negates the chance. I think if you get scratched, it goes like it damages your clothing and you take damage. It's like with a tree. If you get scratched from a tree, it just ruins your clothing. It doesn't. Well, no, I don't know actually, because it does give you scratch protection. Because now that I say it out loud and I'm thinking about it, it seems like it should protect you, right? Does armor protect against tree scratches? I don't know. Seems like it should. This has 0%, so this clothing is not protecting me, but... like boots... well, probably not, right? Because boots give 100% scratch protection, but I've definitely, absolutely gotten a hole in my boots from a tree. So I don't know. I'm guessing armor doesn't protect you from the scratch chance. I don't know about like actual legit armor though. See, now we're gonna have to test that out. Go fully armored and just walk through the forest for an hour. Man, my character is really exerted from the squats. Let's sit. Have you got a neck scratch from a tree? Yep. It bleeds quick. One time I had a horde of like 250 zombies following me. It was in Riverside. And I was slowly walking away from them. And I walked around the corner into a tree, and the tree pierced my boot and caused a foot scratch that slowed me down to the point where I could no longer outrun the zombies. It was a lot of fun. Went right through the boot armor. I really should speed up time when I'm sitting here. It's 2200. I guess we could just wait until morning. It's okay if my character's hungry for a while. He can eat before he goes back out. I really need fitness XP. It takes quite a while to level it up. And I know how much you guys like the grunting noises. I know some people watch just for the grunting noises. Dying because a tree scratch in the foot is crazy. Yeah. I got super lucky. I didn't die, but it was really close. I managed to lose them in the woods, but because it was like they were fast enough to catch up to me, but I would be able to move away just fast enough that when they'd start their attack, I could get out of range of it. If that makes sense. But I kept being able to at least break line of sight on the trees and get away, but it was real close. Yeah, let's do a little bit of exercise. Get my exertion back up, and then sleep. And then we're going back out looking for food. Food and weapons are my biggest concern right now. I can get away with using like sticks and branches, but I hate those things as weapons. Nothing like waking up in a zombie apocalypse and then the first 30 minutes of your day you watch a cooking show. Oops. There's a lot of blood in here. A lot of zombie bodies outside. For now, it's okay if I can just get enough food to sustain myself. And then continue to just like level up fitness, get a little bit better in combat. I do have bolt cutters, but they're just garbage in combat because they exert you so quick. Yeah, on the digital watch, you can set an alarm. You can set it for whatever you want. And then up here, there'll be a little bell. You can also set an alarm. There's like actual alarm clocks in the game that you can use too if you want to. The digital watch is better though because it tells you the temperature, it tells you the date, the time, and has alarms. You can click on this bell to turn the alarm on and off too. That's very handy, very convenient. I want to check out that Jeep. You wouldn't understand. It's a Jeep thing. Who's this zombie with the bald haircut and the bald head and the beard? It's a good look. When the zombie has less gray hairs than you do. Yeah, you like the metallic one? I usually go with the black watch. But I can see the value in the metallic one. Isn't there a gold one out there too? Get yourself a gold Rolex. That one might not be digital though, now that I think about it. Exerted already. Oh, god damn it. I want to keep going through the bush, the hedges now, see if it actually does damage to me. Pretty sure I fully looted that house. I could check the yard for anything edible. Yeah, you like having two different colors so you can tell your alarms apart better. It's a good way to do it. Yeah, I stream on Twitch. I have a stream on Kick going too, but It's usually just bots on there, so.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang!
Apex Bowl, thanks for the Prime sub, buddy. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well, and I appreciate the support. Give me like a half-eaten can of peaches or something. Some potatoes. I guess you don't really find potatoes in yards very often, do you? Well, I'm exerted and hungry, and I got zombies chasing me, so win, win, win. Just a lot of just fantastic stuff going on. Need to eat some cereal. I really like the new liquid system, but the process of making a bowl of cereal feels a little bit much. It was a little clunky. First of all, a bowl of cereal should not require milk. That's weird. Not everybody eats their cereal with milk. What if you want to put water in it? You'd be a sociopath, but what if you were? I do have a metallic watch. Dude just eats a handful of raw sugar. Delicious. Why don't you have a seat on the zombie? Just have a seat. What if you want coffee in your cereal? What would be the best cereal to have coffee with? What about oatmeal made with coffee? Surely somebody has tried it. Someone who's mentally ill, but there's a lot of mentally ill people out there. No judgment. It's like people who put coffee in their ice cream. Like, okay. Get a grip. Actually, now that I really like coffee, maybe I should try coffee ice cream again and not criticize it so harshly. Cinnamon Toast Crunch with coffee base? I don't know about that. Here's a question. Would cereals would get soggier with hot liquids than cold liquids, right? Do I know affogato? No, I don't know what that is. I'm a little exerted. Let's just dip in here and have a rest. I don't think I've ever had hot milk. Sorry, I didn't finish that thought. I don't think I've ever had hot milk with cereal before. Vanilla ice cream with an espresso. Okay. Oh, wow. I would try that. Yeah, I would definitely try that. That actually looks pretty good. Coffee, ice cream, Heath bar, caramel, almonds. Oh, okay, that does sound pretty good. Back to the question though. Hot liquids would make the cereal go soggy faster, wouldn't it? If you make, so let's say for example, you pour boiling water into oatmeal. This is where my logic or my rationality comes from here. You pour boiling hot water into oatmeal, and it gets soft very quickly, within a minute. Not quite soggy, but it gets soft. It's chewy and soft enough to eat. You pour cold liquid into hot oatmeal, and it takes like an hour to get, if not more, to get soft, to get soggy. So wouldn't the same be true for cereal? You pour hot coffee into cereal? Wouldn't it get soggy faster? Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's different with something like cereal that's processed. Anyway, I will try coffee ice cream and I'll report back. Maybe I'll change my mind on it. I have no idea where I would get vanilla ice cream with espresso though. Where can I even get that at? I'd have to make it myself. How quickly do you have to eat it before it just completely melts and turns into a really creamy espresso? This is a lot of zombies. You trying to burn yourself eating boiling coffee cereal? No. No, it's more just a question of the science behind it, the mechanics behind it. Hot milk cereal on cereal doesn't seem appropriate. Well, that's the question, right? Like, what would be the best cereal to have a hot liquid with? Hot milk and oatmeal is delicious, so why wouldn't hot milk with cereal? You know what, I actually prefer, and it's going to sound strange, but I actually prefer soy milk with oatmeal, like hot soy milk with oatmeal, compared to hot milk with oatmeal. I'm not a huge soy milk fan, but for whatever reason, it just tastes better heated. I'm not a big fan of hot milk heat. It's okay, but... I feel like straight coffee, like hot coffee in oatmeal would not taste very good at all. You'd need something else in there. If you did like a French vanilla in oatmeal, that would probably be pretty good. I have zero interest in trying, but... Alright, little rest break in the road here. Excuse me, miss? What are you doing? Where are you going? Come back here. What was that? She got pushed forward and then she kind of stumbled, paused for a moment, and then fell forward. Then again, what if you poured a cup of coffee, like a hot cup of coffee, in like a nice thermos, let's say. You let it sit for 15 minutes. Sorry, let me step back. You put a big cup of coffee in a nice thermos. You pour oatmeal in. You let it sit sealed up for 15-20 minutes. You start drinking. You got your breakfast and your coffee all in one. Imagine the time you'd save. I really hope that queasy is from the smell. You should be, yeah. Just need to get away from the smell for a little bit. I'm assuming you've all left your computers or your phones and you are now currently going and getting coffee oatmeal. That's my guess. No? The fuck? They don't make gamer oatmeal anymore. You're eating mac and cheese at the moment. Box or homemade? Old fuck with house full of food and no guns. Just don't bring a fucking horde with you this time. Where is this? I don't have a pencil. Oh, it's really far away. Wait, is this Louisville? That's Louisville. It's gotta be. I need a pencil. Take some of the zombie blood. Draw with it. Get some crayons. I haven't found anything. No drawing. Yeah, I'm not going to Louisville. Not anytime soon. Maybe when I feel like the run is ready to die. Burn it! Light it on fire. Use your lighter. Oh my god. Excuse me. Come on, zombies. Uh-oh. Zombie breaking glass is not going to be good for me. A choker with an amber stone? Oh my. You know what that means. Nothing. That means nothing. Why do so many people have silver and gold? This is a rich neighborhood? Everybody walking around with gold jewelry? Silver rings? Why don't you have a seat? Is that true? What are you basing that off of? I think this one came pretty suddenly. I don't think people had any indication that a zombie apocalypse was around the corner. I could be wrong. We should try to start carving. I think I don't have any bonus to carving though. Yeah. I'm not sure carving is a really good idea with this build. It's kind of monotonous too. I kind of hate power leveling grinding every single playthrough just to get baseball bats or short bats. It's really strong to be able to craft your own baseball bats, but kind of boring. I don't think any news stations were advertising that or not advertising. I don't think any news stations were reporting that a zombie apocalypse was coming, or an apocalypse in general. Oh, I'm not saying doomsday preppers don't. But I think there's already a big crossover between people who are interested in precious metals and people who would become doomsday preppers. You know what I mean? My dude's in a lot of pain. Let's go rest for a little bit. Maybe try to do some foraging in these yards that I've already cleared out. Maggots. I wonder if I can get a fishing pole going. I haven't learned the recipe. So no. I don't know. I imagine most doomsday preppers are not prepping for a zombie apocalypse, though. I imagine they're prepping for a more vanilla apocalypse, you know? Like an economic crash. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are some zombie apocalypse preppers. I guess I don't know enough about doomsday prepping to really make a comment. I don't know. Well, let's wait and get rid of some of this pain. All this talk about coffee oatmeal has made me hungry. Who wants to take a coffee oatmeal break? Do you have plans to get an underground bunker? What's with you and gamer oatmeal? I don't get it. Building an underground bunker with lottery winnings would have to be one of the most insane uses of lottery winnings that I'd ever heard. I don't like to speculate on what I would do if I won the lottery, because I don't ever play the lottery, so I can't win, but I'd be super boring. Pay off any remaining debts, invest every penny. That's it. Nothing fun. Do a lot of houses in Austria have underground bunkers? I feel like there's a difference between a shelter and a bunker, though. Like a bomb shelter and a bunker, or like a tornado shelter and a bunker. Yeah, your in-laws have a bunker because they are in a tornado area. See, that's different. A bunker is like something you could live in for an extended period of time. A shelter is just something you would go into for a very, very short period of time. There might be some supplies, but like only a couple days worth, right? I feel like those two things are drastically different. Building a shelter doesn't seem unreasonable to me. I'm alt tab, so if I die, not my fault. Okay, that should be enough pain going away. I ate this whole bowl of cereal to get rid of my hunger, though. And now I'm out of water. God damn it. I like how my character is really overweight, but he looks super fit. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be a doomsday prepper to build a shelter, but I think you do have to be a doomsday prepper to build a bunker. No, I don't think it's interchangeable. The shelters implies temporary. You take shelter. Like you'd say, I'm taking shelter from the rain. But it doesn't mean living the rest of your life not in the rain. Alright, I'm gonna go get some... I'm taking a quick break, go get some coffee oatmeal. Sorry, coffee and oatmeal. Not together. Be back in like 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Is the stream still live? We still good? Sorry for the long break. Decided to just eat real quick. And by real quick, I mean pretty slowly. I decided to eat. The hell? I did get coffee. I got coffee and oatmeal. Is the stream still live? Can we continue? Is it not still live? Yes, it is not still live. Son of a... Hopefully I don't have food all over my face. Well, my legs are fucked up. Just in a sort of muscle strain sort of way. What's happening here at the end of this fence? The builder sort of just gave up at the end. Just, fuck it. We have one piece left. Just throw it on. I guess it wouldn't have made sense for them to put it the other way, because then there's no post here. How hard would it have been to put a post on the end of this, though? Feels a little lazy. I like that explanation. There's still so many zombies. I'm trying to just clear a few at a time. My character's queasy from all the bad smell. Honestly, it doesn't even seem like it should be that bad, but it's building up pretty quick. Today's Wednesday, right? I feel like I'm really behind on everything. I have a very busy schedule over the next couple weeks. Saturday, I'm driving to a pretty big book sale. So Sunday's gonna be my only day off. Although I might stream Sunday. I gotta decide what I'm doing Friday. I'd start trying to stream Sundays. And then Friday and Saturday will be off. Does anyone else think it's kind of weird that the character knows what kind of underpants the zombie's wearing at just an immediate glance? Doesn't he have to search? Just an immediate glance, he knows. Oh well, that zombie has white briefs on. That zombie has some pink trunks. He has a sixth sense about these sort of things. Am I the only one that finds that a little bit weird? Oh shit, look at that zombie. We need to get up there. The fact that you guys don't find it weird is a little bit concerning. That's why he's always sick. That's why he has the awful odor and the nauseated. Is that what you're saying? What the fuck? Is that like an X-Men thing? I suppose there's probably other mutants in other sci-fi universes, but... Hear the word mutant, first thing that pops to mind, X-Men. Or Stalker. I think X-Men's probably a little bit more well-known, though. Leopard skin underwear? Immediately knows. Epsilon mutants have either non-combative powers or no real powers at all. Is that from X-Men? I gotcha. I didn't know that. What's an example of an Epsilon mutant from X-Men? Just go hide out in the house for now. Dude's hungry, tired, and exerted. These boots are going to be getting out soon. I got to keep a close eye on those boots. They're going to get a hole in them pretty soon. Oh, hello. Artie Maddox's mutation causes his body to turn pink, become hairless, and have growths on his head with large blank eyes. What the fuck? That's it? So he just looks weird? That sucks. Isn't there an X-Men who, when they touch people, they die? Not the X-Men, but the people they touch, they die? So what would be worse? Having a mutation that causes you to kill people that you touch, or for your body to turn pink, become hairless, have growths on your head, and have large blank eyes? Wait, is it voluntary? I thought she involuntarily did it. Can she touch you without killing you? But did she eventually get control of it? Or did she just not ever touch people? Is that in the comics, or is that like a movie thing? Sometimes they do stuff in those movies that I just... In the movie, she gets the vaccine to remove her powers? And she just becomes a normal human? Hmm. Seems like if that's your power, you would get killed. Like, I understand why someone like Wolverine doesn't get killed. But how does somebody like that not get killed? Hey, an egg! Can I offer you an egg in this trying time?
Jesus Christ!
A biker in the trees. They created a vaccine from his powers. And these are serious stories. People, adults, enjoy these. Just kidding, I'm not trying to judge. Hey, there's coffee in a mug. I'm gonna microwave an egg real quick with the shell still on. You motherfucker.
Turn the heat up.
15 minutes. If you put an egg in a microwave with the shell on and on high for 15 minutes, I think it's gonna blow up. Yeah, but how old were you when you started reading them? I imagine probably most adults that still enjoy the stories are probably started when they were kids. There's probably not a lot of adults who get into it as adults. Although no judgment, you know, people like what they like and it's perfectly fine to like things. I was just being a little flippant. Out of context, those storylines sound very silly. Do you own any of the comics still? That's cool. What is apocalypse? I don't know. Where are you getting that from? I have a cool Spider-Man card. I have a few different cards from X-Men. Well, they're Marvel. I guess some of these aren't X-Men. Some of these are like really inappropriate though. Like they're really thirsty. Like look at this one. Can I show this on stream? Hold on. Look how thirsty this card is. Well, you can't really see it because of the green screen, but you see how thirsty this card is? It's got a bad reflection on it, so you can't really see it that well, but it's a super thirsty card. I have a cool Cyclops one. I don't really care for X-Men, but I have these from when I was a kid. Here's a Zealot one. Zealot is from X-Men, right? Also thirsty. Why are these cards so thirsty? The guys who did the art, I'm assuming they were men. These are from like the early 90s or mid 90s, I guess. I presume predominantly men making the art at that point in time. I don't really have any interest in comics or X-Men or Marvel, but I happen to have those. Is that her power? The soil shifter? Why does she have no pants on? You love Spider-Man? I have a cool Spider-Man card. Doesn't show very well on webcam, but this is my Spider-Man card. You can't see it very well. Hold on. It's got a bad reflection. You can just see my webcam, but they're not very rare cards. Not very expensive. But I found them the other day when I was digging through my cards. Is your son reading the comics? Or is he more of a movie kind of kid? That's pretty cool. I remember watching the cartoon when I was a kid. Just never got super into it. You mean the Ruin Apocalypse? It's the Apocalypse is the default setting. the default difficulty setting. I've changed the rules a little bit, but using custom sandbox mode. For the most part, it's a lot of just the apocalypse stuff. I'm still really early into this run. Like, we're almost day 5. God, it feels like I've been playing this run for 2 weeks. It's going very slow. It hasn't helped that I have almost no resources, almost no food, almost no weapons. The few weapons that I do have are almost gone. Same with the little bit of food that I have. Guess I'll keep the coffee. What happened to the carton? Be nice to make a fishing pole, but I don't have the recipe. Oh, awesome. My least favorite part of the game. The fog. Let's just hang out inside today. And again, I don't have any food. Maybe not a good time to hang out inside. You can catch it on Life and Living. The fishing pole recipe? What day is that on? Not sure? Yeah. Me either. I've gotten some fishing XP, just not the fishing pole recipe. Yeah, I usually try to catch all the shows in the beginning, but I think it's day 1 and 3. Oh, then I missed it. Okay. Damn. Well, that's sad. Finding all sorts of maggots. Plenty of fishing lures. Yeah, I know the show's finished after day 7. I just didn't know what day the rest of the fishing pole recipe was on. A pig skull. What am I going to do with a pig skull? Make a sacrifice? Some sort of altar? Make a jawbone axe? That's an interesting idea. Wait, what do you need? Let me look at that in a second. Excuse me, miss. I'm trying to have a peaceful stroll in the fog. You're really ruining things. Am I the only one that misses collecting dresses? I mean, I still could collect them, but it would be weird to do it now. I don't have a hammer. Don't I need an actual jawbone? It seems like smashing one doesn't give me the jawbone. I get bones, teeth, and tusk. Drop that for now. You watch the door. My character's only been alone for 4 days and he's losing his mind. You know you're really, really lonely when the zombies start looking more appealing. Hey, zombie. How you doing? I wonder if I can get in here without causing a huge ruckus. I'm sure there's other things to do with those bones. Like you can make a bone necklace, right? Alright, will this be the death of me? So far, so good. Okay, not good anymore. This is not good. Right past the big group. It's not a question of where do you get jawbones. That's not an issue. The question is what do you do with the pig skull? What could I do with it? I just hold it in my hand. Isn't that a human skull? I don't know that a pig skull really works. We make do. It is an apocalypse. You can't be too picky. There's only 80,000 human skulls around here. No, I know. I was just looking at the recipe, so I know you get the tusk, you get the teeth, you get the bones. But it was just a question of what should I do with it. I know I can make a necklace. I can't at the moment because I don't have the other stuff, but... You can make broth? Really? Maybe I should go grab it and try to make broth. I know in real life you can, but does it actually let you make bone broth? Just throw the teeth in too. I better go get that skull then. Get a hammer going. I don't have a hammer, so I gotta make one. Is that a bandage or a headband? Bandage. Feeling a little bit nauseated. It's very smelly on this street. Oh, awesome. There goes my last weapon. I have a hatchet, but I would kind of rather use that for crafting stuff. The handle's almost done on it, too. I need to replace the handle. This is not a very safe house anymore. All the windows are broken, all the doors are... Well, not all the doors, but the front door is destroyed. Dude is beat from dragging that corpse. Alright, I have a tiny bit of cereal left. And some sugar. I can eat the sugar. Here, let's ditch this trash on the zombie. I do have coffee. Could drink that. It's not going to make me hungry. Coffee in the game should get rid of your hunger, though. Like it does in real life. Appetite suppressant. Hunger suppressant. Alright, I need... Oh, is it only... No, it's any hammer. Okay, stone hammer. Oh, just a stone would work. Okay. I don't have a pot. I just realized that. I don't have a pot to make broth in. If you can make broth. I still don't know if you actually can. That would have to have been added since I last played. Must be like in the pot you make it. I do have a can of mushroom soup. Here, let's just place this on the refrigerator. There we go. that gold that lady had? God damn. What was the price of gold in 1993? Alright, I gotta get out of this smell. We gotta go up and rest. If I stay here any longer, I really should replace the door. Why is there no building hotkey? No hotkey for this menu. Why is that? I can't build a door yet. Wow. Heavy breathing intensifies. Are you gonna be okay? I kind of wish you could take the doors off of like the hinges and put them on another door. I wonder why they decided not to let you do that. Is that too OP? Just being able to move a door? They're heavy, but not all doors are heavy. I guess exterior doors are pretty heavy. Interior doors aren't that heavy, though. Yeah, mostly leg pain from doing squats. I've been trying to get my fitness skill up. I'm almost halfway through level 2. My fitness is very low. There was a pipe on the ground out here, but it's up where all the zombies are. Other than that, there's not really any weapons around. I need a rock. I could go down here and look for a rock. Oh, well, I guess I can't really do anything with that skull anyway, so... maybe it doesn't really benefit me to smash it. I don't really need a log right now. I need a branch. Not twigs. Branch. What do you got for me? Poppies? You can't eat poppies, can you? Need termites. Not that desperate. Can I eat flowers? Oh, I can. -1 hunger. There is a pond down here that I could fish at if I can get a fishing pole going. You can eat the poppy seeds? Oh, yeah. And does it actually let you in the game? Yeah, frying pan. Frying pan. It's a top tier zombie killing weapon. I'm not about to eat unknown mushrooms. There's a tree branch. Why can't you eat the marigold seeds? You can eat the poppy seeds. Let's go get the poppy seeds. Wait a second. I got poppies. I didn't get any poppy seeds. Why are you baiting me? Why are you lying to me? I've been betrayed. I've been lied to. At least I kind of have a weapon. It'll last for 5 zombies. I definitely do not want unknown mushrooms. Do I have to process these in some way? Is there something extra I have to do, or are you just making shit up? I've never seen poppy seeds in this game before. But they're adding new stuff all the time, so it is possible, but... putting those here. No, the seeds are random when you pick them up. Okay. So you did lie to me. Let's make a stone hammer for now. What did he just smash that? Did he smash with the hammer or the frying pan? That noise was absurd. What the fuck was that? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I really don't want to pull the bolt cutters out as a weapon just because it's so goddamn heavy. Why would you scream? Being scared of the zombies? Okay, fair enough. Foraging +1. Nice. I don't think I really have any foraging bonuses this playthrough, do I? None. So it's going to go up slower, but still hopefully decently fast. I took blacksmithing this time. Blacksmithing and mechanics. Playing a little bit differently this time. Not my usual build. Is that true? I feel like I'm just kind of numb to it at this point. It's really weird that the character knows exactly what kind of bra and underwear she has on. Immediately. It takes him 1/10 of a second, and he already knows. Oh, those are spotted. Those have red polka dots. The hell? No poppy seeds. I'll eat the. Oh no, I can't eat the fresh poppies. Bummer. I need food. I'm at like the very end of my food supply. I might have to start eating bugs. I didn't mess with Nature's Abundance, but I'm pretty sure they nerfed... I hate to say nerf. Rebalance is probably a much more charitable way of phrasing it. But they rebalanced foraging spawns, right? It was ridiculous in one of the last builds where you'd have like 15, 20 things on your screen at once. What are you doing? Where are you going? I love the delayed fall down. Yep, leopard skin. That leopard print, he knows. Let's ditch these mushrooms and these poppies. Well, it's 18:30. I'm only going to stay out a little bit longer. Yeah, foraging is super strong. I think it's one of those things that new players underestimate how good it is. I don't know if you can get every single item in the game, but you can get almost any single item in the game. I've gotten some really insane things just from foraging. I've gotten machetes. I've gotten guns. I've gotten armor. Even rare armor that you can only get at like military spawns. Like pilots' helmets and stuff. Baseball bats. Magazines. I found a generator magazine once from foraging. You got a pickaxe and the handle? That's cool. When I first started playing this game, foraging was just like a right click. You forage and then you just sit in one spot and you just look over and over again. This new foraging system is so much better. It's so much more fun. Well, I found food, but nothing I could actually eat without potentially dying. I know you can eat a tiny, tiny bit of a poisoned, like mushroom, poison mushroom and survive, but I don't know if that's true with weak stomach or not. I don't want to risk it. The only thing I don't like about foraging is that it builds up exertion. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Cilantro? It'd be one thing if walking built exertion, like very slowly over many hours, and you got exerted from being out in the woods hiking. But the fact that you could be out for 8 hours and not pick up anything and have zero exertion, or you could be out for 15 minutes and pick up a bunch of stuff and go full exertion, it's just weird. I guess it's fair from a balancing standpoint, but sneaking builds exertion. Really? Is that true? Does this bell work now? I'm gonna eat that lavender. Can you actually ring the bell? Oh my god, there's a zombie there. Whoops. Hey Night Lily, how are you today? I want to ring the bell. If you press Q with a bell equipped, does it ring it? I'm really, really hurting on food. All I found was lavender and some cilantro, which is not gonna keep me very full. All right, well, got one level of Moodle down. I don't think I'm gonna drink the coffee yet. Just mind your own business, zombies. Need to fix this house up a little bit. I was about to play a new run of Project Zomboid. Oh, very cool. What kind of character are you going to play? Why don't you have a seat? You usually play robber? Oh, that's cool. Do you set any goals for yourself? Or do you just try to survive as long as you can? Sometimes when I play robber, I want to play as a, or burglar, I want to play as a burglar. Like steal people's stuff. Stack up on cash and jewelry. Gems. Stack up on gems. Did you check out Jerry's chicken coop? I did go over there, yeah. Jerry's not there. Jerry's missing. I like to think he's free. I really, really want to try ringing this bell. But I'm scared. I'm scared, boss. I don't have enough food. I have some sugar I could eat, but that's about it. I want to get a multiplayer run going again. I don't know if I'll make it open to the public. Sometimes it gets a little crazy when we open it to the public. It's fun having a lot of people playing, but it gets pretty crazy. Just doing some squats covered in blood. You'd think the sweat would start to wash away the blood and then it would get in his eyes and he'd turn into a zombie. But I guess not. I don't have any books to read or I'd be reading right now. I need a screwdriver, then I could start disassembling stuff. Alright, what's that, day 5? Day 5's almost done. Almost day 6. Oh, it's raining. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. I do have this can of mushroom soup. It's not very many calories, but... Let's see if I can make a knife. I can't. You need napping level 1. That's probably not going to be happening anytime soon. I really feel like they need to make it so that, like, you know, a day after, a little bit after it rains, mushrooms would be more common. Caterpillar. It's interesting that my radius is, I guess because I'm not, like, tired and in pain. You'd think the weather would have a little more effect on it, but doesn't seem to be that significant. Yeah, that's a good goal. Clay is more common during / after rain. That's cool. Mushrooms tend to pop up in real life after it rains. It depends on the temperature. But if the ground's warm and it rains, the next day after that, or at least a couple days after that, you get more mushrooms. At least I found a carrot. We could try to grow some carrots. They'll be ready in 6 months. tried to grow carrots IRL last spring/summer, and every single one got eaten. Not by me, but by rabbits or something. Something that wasn't supposed to eat them. How long do carrots take to grow in this game? Like 6 weeks or something crazy? "16 times pop with pinpoint hearing is already hard. Why are you adding helicopters in on top of it? What's the point of that?" Potato? Dandelions. You can eat dandelions though. Level that nimble skill. Do zombies have to be around to get nimble XP? I don't remember. Like with sneaking, you can't get sneaking XP unless you're near zombies, right? The rain is very peaceful. Very calming. And then a zombie jumps out and your heart rate jumps by 20. I don't disagree with that. Oh shit! Hey, speaking of finding the magazines, I don't think any of these will be useful to me. Sheet metal reinforced weapon could be useful. Aren't rake spiked weapons pretty good? I think Volrath was talking about that. Putting rake heads on weapons. It's nice finding a magazine out in the while foraging though. Gotta love to see it. Even with absolutely zero skill boost, no books, no base skill, no base XP boost, foraging level is really quick. It's got to be one of the easiest, if not the easiest skill in the game to level. Carving is pretty easy too, but you actually have to put work in to go get resources to carve. I guess stealth is pretty easy to level too. You can get XP fast. What happened here? Alright, let's head back. That's interesting. I did not know it was harder to level in multiplayer. Why do you like to play deaf in this game? Just the challenge, or are you deaf in real life? And well, you wouldn't be able to hear me ask this question if you were deaf in real life, so never mind. I take back that question. Immediately realized what I was asking. I would not call it free points. Unless you're deaf IRL, and then it is free points. Should we test to see if the bell works? Shame. Shame.
Hey!
No, the bell doesn't work. Unbelievable. What kind of game are we even playing here? Oh, that's not good. Okay. I don't think it works like this, but it should be slippery in the rain. Should be hard to climb. What do you just play? Listen to a podcast or something while you're playing? I guess it makes it easier to listen to a Twitch stream while you're playing then. You never have to worry about whose sounds you're hearing. And eating raw nettles sounds like a nightmare. I don't really care about calories right now because my character's overweight. Let's read this, I think. And then no, let's save that for when we're doing some resting. I just don't understand how you can play without hearing all the grunts. Don't you want to hear your character groaning and grunting? Oh shit, there's the dude with the good backpack. He's made his way all the way down here. Alright. Now I just have this giant horde of zombies to deal with. Hey, leave my door alone. Oh great, my door is down. Uh-oh, that's not good. Does that dude have slippers on? No, flip-flops. I like how he looks like he's geared out to survive, but then he has flip-flops on. Getting a bigger backpack would be pretty nice. Unless I die. In a fanny pack. I'm gonna look like the villain from Last Action Hero. Why do you have nothing in your backpack? Wait, why do you have red polka dotted underwear on? I have a lot of questions for this zombie. Well, right now, the only way for me to get red polka dotted underwear is to take him off of a zombie corpse. Do you really want me to be wearing zombie underwear? Did Bruce Willis wear a yellow poncho in Unbreakable? Yes? Huh. I don't think I've ever seen Unbreakable. There is washer/dryers. Well, I'm not saying it's impossible to get them. I don't mean that. I just mean it's not very likely. At this point in time, it's not very likely for me to find them. I don't really need a sleeping bag, but I'm gonna carry it. It's a green poncho, but still has. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I've never seen it. It's a good movie. The only food I have left is a bag of white sugar. That's all I got. Shouldn't the blood kind of just run off of a poncho? I really, really, really wish they let you use sleeping bags inside of a car. Especially like a SUV or something. I mean, I'll be honest, I've never seen an M. Night Shyamalan movie that I enjoyed, but it happened. I need to make a new handle for this hatchet. The head is also almost done, but the handle's going to break sooner. I saw Sixth Sense when I was a kid, and I do not remember enjoying it at all. But then again, I didn't really like spooky movies when I was a kid. I wouldn't call it a horror movie, because obviously it's not horror, but it's like, you know, a suspense. It's supposed to be a kind of a frightening movie, isn't it? Spooky is probably the right word for it. I wanted to get this pipe so I could use that as a weapon, but there's so many fucking zombies. I got it decently cleared out. Not really a kid movie for kids either. It is really not a movie for kids. And I have zero interest in rewatching it as an adult. Yeah, if you don't get the surprise twist, like what is the point of that movie? Which I guess you could say the same for all of his movies. Maybe not Unbreakable. I've never seen it, so I don't know if there's a surprise twist in that one, but I assume there is. Is that a machine gun firing off distance? No, maybe not. I don't know what that noise is. What is that noise? Sounds very strange. Yeah, this hatchet is just about dead. I could use the tree branch, but that's not going to last very long. Look at this fancy lady. Gold chain bracelet, gold ring, silver earring, silver necklace. God damn. Fancy. What a fancy way to die in a zombie apocalypse. Let's go have a little rest. Let's have a little rest. Ugh. You get up and move around or something. Very soon I'm going to be with no weapons. There's that, like, metal rod that's on the ground up there. Steel rod, whatever it is. I guess I could try, well... No, I need a screwdriver to disassemble doors. I was going to say I could maybe get some planks, use those. I could potentially just lead these zombies away. Be nice to try to get this Jeep going. Oh, there's two. Maybe a couple metal pipes. Stakes and spears. Aren't spears significantly harder to make now? I don't know how I feel about using stakes. I don't think I've ever tried to actually fight with stakes before. Are they like short blades? Spears would be fine, but I don't think I can really reasonably craft spears at this point. Don't you need... what's the name of it? The long sticks? Is that what it is? Don't you need long sticks now? Or saplings? Hmm. Yeah, there's no chance I'm going to be leveling carving anytime soon. A couple iron pipes will do. I need to get out of here though. Is it Cruzy or Crusy? Cruzy? going pretty well, though. How you doing? Cruisy? 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 Cruisy. Sorry. Anyway, how you doing? Let's get out of this smell. Go rest a little bit. Doing alright, bit tired. Need to get up and move around for a little bit. Character's a bit tired too. He also has coffee though. 200 mils. What is that in ounces? I don't know the conversion. Alright, smell's gone, exertion's gone. How's pain? Pain's okay. You guys ever notice how much backpacks jiggle in this game? Do you think they should add a jiggle slider to the game? When you're in aim mode, there's no jiggling. When you're just walking, look at the jiggle. Like, the difference between the jiggle is insane. Oh, you're never going to unnotice it now. Look at all that jiggle. Look at how much jiggle there is. See, this looks normal to me. I don't know. A little bit of jiggle would be fine, but... Yeah, the only person that ever mentioned it? There should be a jiggle slider. I know you've heard me talk about it many times before if you've watched the stream. But I'm never gonna get over it. Look at the jiggle! Of course I can't get over that. There's so much. And then perfectly still. And then just crazy jiggle. The bigger the backpack, the worse it is too. Like, you get the really big, like, Alice bags. Military backpacks, what they call them in this. Only if it goes beyond 100%. I want 400% jiggle. Not for the reasons you might assume. Wow, Project Zomboid has a jiggle slider. How inappropriate. Yeah, it affects the backpacks. Oh, what a cool zombie with her knocked. No, the sunglasses are not on anymore. But. The golf bag is really bad with the jiggle. Is it? I haven't seen a golf bag in a while. Also, while we're on the subject of backpacks and bags, don't you think they need to add more endgame bags? I really wish we had more military backpack equivalent bags that weren't just green and camouflage. I know it's gotta be low on. Hold on, that's Mother's Boy on paperback or in paperback. I need that. I'm sure more backpacks is low on the list of priorities, but all right, this thing has a key. Looks like it's in decent shape. Just need some gasoline. Anyway, yes, I'm sure it's low on the list of priorities, but I'd love to see more, like, high capacity backpacks. I'm sure there's plenty of mods that had them, but yeah, the hydration pack is cool. Yeah, that one's really nice. The hydration pack is still really nice to carry with you, like in your vehicle with food in it, and then you have a supply of food and a supply of water as emergency. But yeah, I'm just saying, if you're looking for max capacity and encumbrance reduction, then the military backpack doesn't really compare to anything else, right? The large backpack is close, like really, really close, but they look the exact same. It'd be cool to have something that has the same stats but looks different. It doesn't have to be bigger. It'd just be cool if it was at least as big. That's something civilian or something that doesn't just have that same model. Must rest. Does that zombie have no pants on, or is it just the color's throwing me off? No, she has no pants on. The satchel's like a chest slot now, right? You can use it with a backpack. I haven't messed with that since they changed it. Seems cool though. It would take up the same slot as like a webbing, right? Whatever the name of that is, or something webbing, Alice webbing, something webbing. Man, I'm still in really bad shape for food. I at least got into the Jeep, got the key. I gotta get into the kitchen. Check for food. I'll probably have to do that in the morning, though. My character's still queasy from the smell. Alright guys, I'm gonna pause for now. I'll be back tomorrow. Play some more. That's one of the things I need to go get done. Thanks for hanging out today. Make sure you follow the channel. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Should have another video uploaded on YouTube in the next few days. Today, Wednesday. Maybe Friday morning or Saturday morning. We'll see. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. Hope to see you guys there.